This is the normal route from Australia. They go all the way up across the equator into the north. They cut across and they go all the way down to Santiago. Why didn't they just cut underneath or just cut across here, which is tighter on a ball than this map is even showing it? And the answer is because they can't, because this is the layout of the Earth, and these same flight paths are a straight line on the flat Earth. Okay. So this is how they fly. And there's normally 2 stops for refueling and stuff.
I look back at those moments that I'll never forget. And then when you start to find out the truth, yesterday I found something out that I never knew. Well, I don't know if I do know yet, but I always thought the world was round, and I thought it was a globe. That's what I always thought. I was trained that way. I had a gentleman on yesterday who was trying to convince me it was flat.
Yes.
And then I tried to argue with him, and he had all the answers. So suddenly my mind goes, maybe at 60 years old I don't know as much as I think I know.
Right. I keep my mind open to everything at this point.
100%, Connie, 100%. Because I said to him, well, I've flown from Australia, from Sydney to Los Angeles. And he said, yeah, and I'll show you the route you took. And I said, yeah, that's the route I took. He said, now let me show you the same route on the flat Earth. It's a straight line. I went, oops. Yeah. On his flat Earth model, if you take the route that it takes, goes up and over on the north, as they show it on Radar Watch or whatever, Air Radar, whatever it's called, it goes up and over. But then when you actually project it onto the flat Earth, it's a straight line. You just go, okay, you've got my attention now. And when you start getting your attention into things that you just look, to me, I thought he was cuckoo at the start, and then suddenly you go, hang on a second, he's got a point here.
Yeah, I've listened to a lot of people talk about it. I'm listening to a lot of people talk about things that I never thought of.
It started off, just to give you a smile, it started off with David Weiss.
Oh, nice.
On the flat Earth,
right.
Which was incredible. I loved that. I always thought the world was round, but he's convincing me to look further, because some of the stuff he gave me was like, I've got to look at this. Because now I don't believe, I have to look at everything I've been told in my life and see what's true and what's not.
You did.
And I told him I'd flown a certain path, and I said, look, I flew from here to here. And I was talking about Sydney to LA. And he showed me what the flight plan is on the globe, and then he showed me what the flight plan is on the flat Earth. And I was like, that's interesting. It's a straight line on the flat Earth, and yet it's a big loop like this on the Earth. And I was like, okay, now you've got my attention.
Yeah.
So he was the first one, and then the second one was Michael Jaco and JCK.
Yeah, they're brilliant. I love Josie. She's just amazing.
She's adorable.